What's happening, Wisdom Warriors Alive? Back at it for another video. How y'all doing, man? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Well, where do I begin? First of all, it's warm. We've been having some cold days and then it got warm again. We're leading up to an eclipse on Saturday, the 28th. Check it out. It's beautiful where I am right now. Look at the skies, man. Blue skies. I just did a short for you all. Look at the trees, man. You see the trees? Like, just red, changing color. You know, sorry about the shaky camera, y'all, but yeah, man, I'm sweating out here, detoxing, cleansing out my body. And what can I say but please, if you haven't already, hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe button, share, like, and comment. We're growing slowly but surely. We're growing slowly but surely. YouTube is sharing out the videos. We have these spikes and then it dips for a while and then it spikes and then it dips, and it is what it is. I've kind of stepped away from like focusing on how many subscribers we're getting, because you know what, even if one person watches the video, gets something out of it, helps them in their life, and they share it to somebody else, or maybe they take that advice or information that I shared to them and use it with someone else, then we're changing the world, man. So either way, it's all good, man. One day we'll get there. But I just did a short on nature, and I think that's what the topic of this video is going to be, because nature is really, really important. I don't care if it's super cold out, put a jacket on, put your hoodie on, zip up, get out there, because it's so grounding, so calming, and so relaxing. I can just come here. Yeah, I talk about like I miss the ocean and missing being close to the ocean and the water and stuff, and I do go to that park that I show you guys all the time that has water elements. This one does too. It's got little creeks and running through with the water flowing through the whole park as you walk down that trail right there. As you can see, as you walk along that path, there's a whole creek that goes through the whole park, and it's beautiful. It's breathtaking. This whole park is breathtaking. I feel like nature is in general, and I know that we've been pushed to the extreme, whether it be super hot or super cold, but there is times that it's right in the middle. But at the same time, those polarities give us gratitude for when we don't have it anymore. So like, for example, when we're shifting from summer to fall, and then we're in the depths of winter and it's super cold and you haven't felt a day of warm sun on your skin, what do you think you're doing? You then bring in gratitude, deep gratitude for when it is summer. Versus like when I was in South Florida and all year round it was tropical. It didn't give you a chance to be grateful for the times when it was cold or hot or middle of the road or whatever the case may be. You never really had great gratitude. You just were ungrateful. Like I was complaining all the time about how hot it was. And now when I have the opportunities and winter comes, even though it's not as intense as like somewhere like New Jersey or Europe or something like that, I still am like, oh my God, I can't wait for summer to come. And I then have such gratitude for when the hot temperature is here and I'm sweating my ass off. That's okay, because I know that it's short-lived. Whereas when I lived in Florida, it wasn't. And I took everything for granted. I took being 2 minutes from the beach for granted. Now I'm 3.5 hours from the beach. and I miss it a lot. And I take having a swimming pool in your neighborhood or backyard for granted because I don't have one. And I used to have 3-4 pools in my neighborhood when I lived in Florida. And again, I took it for granted. I took a lot of things for granted because you began to lose when something gets taken away for a while, you begin to be so grateful for it. So when the cold and the winter comes, you're so grateful for the warm sun on your skin, and you can't wait for those days of the warm sun. And I know it when coming out of winter, going into spring, it's like you're like, oh my God, this feels amazing, because you hadn't had it for so long, you know. And it's like when you have those short opportunities where it's like a very short-lived thing, you begin to really have deep gratitude, you know. And it really makes you soak up every moment you have and every chance you have when you don't know that there is a time limit. You know, just like my father passing, if I knew when he was going to pass, maybe I would have perceived or looked at things differently than I did, you know. And when you feel like there's no time stamp, it's never ending, then you take it for granted. So I know I've gone off on a tangent. I know we kind of sidetracked from nature, but it still kind of all coincides. If you're in an area where you have seasons and things are short-lived, get out there and enjoy it and soak it up as much as you can, and be grateful for the time you do have, whether that be with someone in the physical, like a family member, a romantic partner, a friend, whatever that is, whether that be this change of seasons, whether that be, you know, that you're moving. Like when I moved from Florida after being there over 20 years, I trust and believe the last year I was there, I went to every beach I could possibly go for that last year. And I made sure I took advantage of every opportunity I could, because I knew that it was going to be gone. Not that I couldn't travel there again, but was I going to do that? Probably not anytime soon. So I used every opportunity to be grateful for what I had. And what began to change was, it didn't matter anymore about the heat and about me sweating in 90 or 100 degree temperature. It didn't matter. It didn't bother me, because I was truly grateful and held deep gratitude, because I knew that my time was ending there. Unless I got an apartment or I bought a place and decided to stay there permanently, I knew my time was which I knew I couldn't do, because I knew that the universe already had moved all these things around for me to leave. So at that point, it wasn't going to happen. So I took every opportunity to be grateful for everything that I had: the beach, the pools, the places that I frequented on a regular basis that I knew I wouldn't be able to frequent anymore. So with that being said, man, please, if nothing else, wherever you are in the world, whoever you're around, if you love them, if you love the area you are and you know that it's short-lived, because it could be short-lived regardless. You could be shot out of a cannon to go somewhere else, you know. And so you don't know from day to day what is going to change in your life. So hold everything with deep gratitude. Get out in nature, you know, and enjoy nature. It really does heal our souls. Nature is us. I love you all, man, from the bottom of my heart. Take care of yourselves and each other. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I will see you soon in the next one. Let's go, Wisdom Warriors of Light. We got this.